Yep, number good for all states. Just choose one. And if you don't know why you playing the number, don't play it. And that's what we do most times. I've been there and done that. Going everywhere, looking everywhere for numbers to play. Just choosing a number, playing any number, praying a number, hoping to dream a number. But Pick 3 at a glance has a cure for that. Because we take 22 numbers and do the 1-1 rundown on 22 numbers. And you have all 1,000 numbers at a glance. All 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. So you don't have to think or wonder why you playing a number. Because you can use the law of average to your advantage and track the actual 1,000 numbers. With Pick 3 at a glance, you can track the front pair, the back pair, the single pair, the single number positioning, all at a glance where you'll never again have to wonder why you playing a number. And you can strategize effectively playing your numbers and won't have to guess any number. Also, you can strategize the number to your state and use the law of average to strategize your fronts, your backs, your single pairs, your single digits, and the actual 1,000 numbers. So yeah, why would you now just choose a number to play and have no earthly idea of why you're playing that number? So here I'm giving you my community tab to look at, where I don't only just specialize in Missouri evening draw. My strategy works for anywhere in the country because it's a true strategy, because you're tracking all 1,000 numbers at a glance. I have testimonials. I have tickets that I've actually won, numerous of tickets in my own state. I have testimonials in my state where people have won. So time is out for just grabbing numbers out of the sky and anywhere you can get them. Been there, done that. And just playing to be playing. You might as well take your money outside and burn it. Okay? So here is my community tab. I'll try to scan through and show you. Here's a compliment from one of my subscribers. Here's another compliment. Here's another testimonial. Here's another testimonial. I would not put numbers up for all states, because I know what's involved in choosing these numbers, and it's not a quick fix. You have to be in it to win it. This here gives you a common sense strategy for tracking every number in every state. Your own numbers, all the numbers in all the states are going to rotate different. It's impossible to know what number is going to fall in any state unless there's an actual tracking system, which no one individual has the power to do without massive equipment. But with Pick 3 at a glance, you can do it. I only specialize in Pick 3 because it's trackable, teachable, and doable. And it's realistic. Yeah, there's some luck involved, but also there's some skill involved with Pick 3. Pick 4, Pick 5s, and I guess they'll come up, with whatever they want to come up with. That's all strictly luck. But there's a skill set with Pick 3. And the thing about Pick 3, the numbers have to rotate. Those three numbers in those positions have to rotate by the law of average. All those numbers have to rotate. Just like it's 1 in 1,000 odds, that's standard. Okay, that's the law of average. You only got 1 in 1,000 odds, but you can track 1,000 numbers. We can track 1,000 numbers, and we can become much better pick three players. Like I always say, you got 1 in 1,000 numbers. If you play a different number every day out of 365 days in that year, you still got 635 numbers. You're not going to tic-tac-toe, date some, pick, pick three at a glance, or nothing your way to. The only way you can strategize is knowing what's going on with those other 635 numbers. If you want to win. Now, if you're playing for fun, it don't matter. But I don't like doing nothing for fun unless I'm winning. It don't matter. If you want to win, and you can win big with pick three, you can win big. Because as you're watching those numbers rotate the actual 1,000, you'll be able to put a strategy together where you will be able to hit them decently. This is a 30-year strategy that I put together. 30 years I've been having it, been looking to share it. I started on YouTube in June of 2022. I didn't think it would grow as fast as it did, but it is growing. But I just want to get the truth out about pick three. I've done well with pick three. And I'm showing some of the proof. And I don't run and I don't hide. I do a live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. to help anybody learn my system. I can explain this system in 30 minutes to anyone that wants to learn it. Yes, in 30 minutes. Because it's a common sense strategy. I put common sense tools together to make it easy for you to track all 1,000 numbers. Common sense strategies are how to make the pairs up and be better players. Okay? So when you go everywhere looking for a number and you don't know why you're playing it, and I've just given you these tools, then I would imagine you're playing for fun. And this day and time with all this going on, who has money to lose for fun? All right, and pick three and all the rest of the lotteries, the odds of you winning are against you, not for you. In all of them. But pick three, you can strategize, you can track, you can do a number of different strategies if you're working with the 1,000 numbers. Yeah. So this is my strategy that I put together. I put it together 30 years ago. Now I'm sharing it. And like I say, I don't only give you the numbers. I work with you at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I give you all the tools. I answer all your questions. I work with you. And it's going pretty good. And matter of fact, I'm learning just as much from everybody else, hopefully as they're learning from me, to help make Pick Three at a Glance one of the best strategies you can use to be better players, for all of us to be better players. And so far, I'm happy with where it's going. And this is my community on YouTube. I'm just rolling it down. I have everything you're going to need, and it's simple. A common sense strategy to winning. Very common sense strategy to winning. And I put the numbers up before they hit. I don't give you some strategy to to win after the numbers then came and played. And then say, oh yeah, here's the number. Yeah, it was in here all the time. No, that ain't how you win. You got to have a strategy to win before the number come. I think that's what we all looking for. And that's all I'm trying to do. And it works. If it didn't work, I wouldn't be here telling you about it. And how I came across it, people think I might be a math genius or what I'm doing is genius, but believe me, I couldn't stand math in school. I really couldn't. The best farthest I went was pre-algebra, and I needed tutors with that, and that was in college. I'm sitting here saying I don't need no trigonometry and geometry and all that stuff. What I'm gonna do with that stuff? But we never know what's in store for us in our lives and what we have to use. But I think everything has a purpose. But the big three, I enjoy. I enjoy it now for real. I really do. At first, when I was losing and just pulling numbers from anywhere and had no earthly idea why I was playing the numbers and running everywhere, all kind of books and here and there, and still wasn't making any progress, not hitting where I thought it was good. And then when I hit, I didn't know where I was going to really get my next number from without depending on somebody else to give it to me. And I said, okay, let me put a strategy together. It's got to be a better way. So I ran 22 numbers. I searched the 22 numbers out. It wasn't no like a snap thing that happened. I worked with a whole lot of different numbers to see if I could put them together to make up 1,000 numbers. And I did. I figured it out. And then I used that to track all my numbers when they came in. But I still wasn't hitting like I wanted to. The way I started hitting was when I started tracking the front pairs and the back pairs. And after I started hitting with those, I said, well, let me see where the single pair is at. So I put something together to track the single pairs. Then I said, okay, I got the single pairs down. Let me find something where I can see where the number positioning is. That was strategy number 4. I said, okay. So I got that together. And then I said, well, let me put something together to show the mirrors of the doubles, the opposite of each other. And I put that together. So it's 5 little simple strategies, all at a glance, that you can learn in 30 minutes. And I can teach you. You can come to my live and I'll show you, work with you on it, on a live. I don't see anybody else showing nobody how to win on lives. But, that's not here or there. I mean, everybody doing their own thing, trying to make things work for them. And I'm not charging a dime. Not 1 red cent. Because I believe me, Pick 3 been good to me. And it's going to be good to you if you use it. If you don't use it, then hey. But like anything, it's going to take time. You're going to have to put in, go back, track a little data from last year. And see what numbers didn't fall. See, and line things up. And after that, you'll be groaning on your own. You won't need me or nobody else to ever tell you about another number or how it's falling, because you're going to be tracking the numbers in your own state. Can't be no simpler than that. Can't be no simpler at all. But I know other people, you'll put your strategy is going to be different in your state. Not that much different, but the basics are going to be the same. The principles are going to be the same. Like I said, you got to remember, you only get 365 days in a year, you got 1,000 numbers. You're going to have 635 numbers you ain't going to touch, but you'll know where those 635 numbers are and how they line it up. And you'll know what's going on with them, and that's the most important thing. And knowing what's going on with the numbers that you ain't hitting. In my book, it's worked for me. But I just love it. I love tracking those numbers and see how they fall. And you can, we can track all of them now, but you can't play them all. You ain't got the money to play. If you got that much money, you don't need to be playing, in my book. But the thing is, you enjoy it because you're going to see how the numbers are actually falling in your state, midday and evening. You got 365 different numbers that you ain't going to touch on midday, 635 numbers you ain't going to touch on midday, 635 you ain't going to touch on evening, 635 you ain't going to touch on no state. And those 635 ain't going to be the same in no state. But I'm going to go back up here and give y'all this list of numbers and tell y'all just to pick one and play it and not have no earthly idea of why you playing the number. Just grab your one, play it, and hope that it come in. And then if it don't come in, tomorrow go find another one that you hope and come in. And next day go find another one that you hope and come in, when you can pick three at a glance, track the numbers, and know what's coming in. All right. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.